Metformin side effects. Hidden truth. Metformin is an oral anti-diabetic medication for treating diabetes. While there are some metformin side effects, the positive is that it aids the body to control blood glucose in many ways. The drug helps type 2 diabetes respond much better to their insulin, reduce the total amount of glucose generated by the liver, and lowers the amount of sugar consumed from the intestines. Usage of metformin. People have been taking metformin for the previous 60 years. Metformin has been demonstrated to disrupt complex of the electron transport chain that is used by cells to create energy. Immediate release metformin is provided at the rate of 500 mg twice each day or 850 mg one time a day to commence. Features of metformin. There are various drugs you are ready to use, but you ought to do a good deal of analysis before trying any of them. Today, it is listed among the most commonly prescribed anti-diabetic drugs. In pre-diabetes, not one of the recent drugs are qualified for use. Additionally, oral medications have limited impact, so they are frequently used in combinations such as tablets containing two drugs. Available in the marketplace, you can locate lots of fat reduction medications. Effectiveness of metformin. Metformin is widely utilized to lessen the high blood glucose levels due to diabetes. It is a valid prescription medication used for treating diabetes. It is sometimes prescribed, which improves the performance of insulin. When it is used, it is to reduce the amount of testosterone and insulin resistance in the body. The hidden truth about metformin. Associated with the brand names of glucophage and glucophage XR, metformin does not necessarily impose mandatory adverse metformin side effects on the individual, and it relatively depends on the open status of the human body of the person. It is the commonest prescribed medicine for diabetes worldwide. Metformin side effects. Due to differences in brain chemistry from one individual to another, the consequences of trazodone can fluctuate widely. Although this method is often successful, the maximal metformin side effects might not be clinically apparent for some months. Some metformin side effects might not be reported. Elderly individuals will get the majority of the negative side effects. Severe side effects. Lactic acidosis. Vitamin B12 deficiency. Vitamin B6. Metformin in clinical health conditions. Renal problems. Cardiovascular problem. Liver damage. Avoid drinking. In conclusion, metformin allows the body to make far better use of the decreased quantity of insulin which occurs in the sort of diabetes referred to as type 2 diabetes. It may be started again after the problem is resolved, and is capable of affecting the level of certain hormones in the body, especially in large doses. It is one of the most commonly used treatments in the US and UK for type 2 diabetes. By lowering your triglyceride and LDL cholesterol levels, it helps reduce the increased risk of heart disease or stroke that comes with type 2 diabetes. Be very careful about dosage in regards to metformin. Metformin can be used in conjunction with insulin or other medications, but it is not for treating type 1 diabetes. It is associated with biguanides, a class of drugs which is famous for lowering blood glucose by decreasing the amount of sugar put out by the liver. Keep in mind that metformin is also a form of diabetes medication that is intended to be used as a portion of your medical care. It can affect the accumulation of lactates in your system, which results in a lower pH of your body.